Hello everyone and welcome to Azam Shah Weekly. And in this video, we're going to continue working on our to-do list application, and we're going to look at how we can display exceptions, how we can display errors. Right now, if you go to any of the view, we're just printing out the error. Now, obviously, when you're printing out the error, this is not going to be visible to the user because it's just printed it on the console or the output window. So we need to make it a little bit more better so users will be able to see the error on the screen. In order to do that, we're going to create a particular model to represent the error. Now, this technique is used and displayed in the ScrumDinger application, which is by Apple. I'm going to go ahead and add a file. We can call it error wrapper. I'll create a struct, call it error wrapper, identifiable. We may have to loop through it or something. Okay. And what will error wrapper contain? This is going to be representing the error. And the ID tag that we are putting over here is because we are conforming to identifiable. And we can also use this for, we'll eventually be using it for binding also. The other thing will be the error. So this particular model error wrapper is going to wrap the error, and it's also going to provide guidance, how to solve the error or what steps you can take. Just make sure that the guidance spelling is correct. That should be it. Okay, so this is our error wrapper. The error wrapper will be used by the error view. So let's go ahead and create an error view. Now, this is where your own creativity is going to come into play because you can display the error view any way you want. So let me go ahead and first see how error view is kind of looks like right now. You can see it's just hello world. The error view will be dependent on the error wrapper. So we need to pass in the error wrapper for error view to display anything. You can already see that the previews is complaining because I'm not passing the error wrapper argument over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to create kind of like a sample error, which will be error, and we will have an error called operation failed. It can be anything. I mean, we're just creating this error inside the error views preview, so we can preview it, and that's pretty much it. Let's go ahead and pass an error wrapper. We're going to create an instance of error wrapper, pass in the error, which can be a sample error.error or sample error.operation failed. And over here, we can say operation failed. Try again later. That's the guidance. We're telling the user that the operation has failed. And now we go back to the error view and we can implement the body part, meaning how do you want the error to be displayed. This is kind of up to you, however you want to get displayed. So I can say error wrapper, some sort of a title, I guess. Error has occurred, whatever. If that's keep on doing spelling checks, I guess. That's fine. Okay, error has occurred or something. And you can make it like a headline. You can do whatever you want with this. Let's go ahead and add the text over here. That will be the error wrapper and the actual error localized description. So whatever the error is, you can see that the error is kind of like that being displayed. And now I can go ahead and do padding a little bit. We can make this title a little bit bigger or whatever you want to call it. You can just do title. That's fine. Let's go ahead and push everything on the top by adding a spacer. And we also want to display the guidance. I mean, what is the user supposed to do at this point? So we're just going to go to display the guidance and add a bit of a padding, probably on the top. Okay. I mean, if you want more padding in any of these things, definitely go ahead and do that. I mean, if you want more padding over here, I can go ahead and say spacing of 10, and there we go. Okay. So this is how we are displaying the error. We can even change the background if you want. So I can go ahead and say the background, which can be kind of like the ultra thin material, a little bit of a gray color. It's hard to see right now. And I can also say corner radius with a particular amount, let's say 16. Okay, now it looks a little bit nice. You can see a little bit of a corner radius going on with a gray background. So this is how we will be displaying the error. Now the question is, well, okay, how do we display the error in our application? Let's go to the task list view. And wherever we are looking at these updating the tasks, wherever we're looking at for deleting the task, where we're catching the error, we're just printing it on the console. This is where we can go ahead and update it. So I'll go ahead and create a state. This will be the error wrapper, which will be the error wrapper. It will be nullable. And whenever we assign this, we are going to just display some sort of a sheet. So I can go ahead and say sheet. Now, this is kind of up to you again. If you don't want to display a sheet, you can display kind of like a bottom sheet. You can display your own control over here. So this is not to say that, oh, this you always have to use a sheet to cover the screen. No, you can use anything you want. And we're going to be based on the error wrapper. So whenever the error wrapper value changes from null, because it is null right there, to something else, this particular sheet is going to get displayed. It's going to give us the access to the error wrapper, which is already unwrapped, and we can display the error view passing in the error wrapper. Once again, this code is actually taken from the Apple's documentation, ScrumDinger app. I'll have a link to it, so you can definitely check it out. Now, whenever we get the error, we can simply go to error wrapper, pass in the error, and pass in the guidance. What kind of an error happened in the delete case? Well, we can say failed to delete task. Try again later. All right, something like that. Okay, so how can we see this in action? Because whenever we are deleting it, it's not really going to cause an error to be thrown, right? So it kind of depends on you where you want to call the error. Let me go ahead and try to create that error. I think normally what we will do is I'm just going to add this delete error or delete failed. Okay. We will delete that. And when we're deleting the task, let's say over here, I can just go ahead and call the error. So what was it? Task error dot delete failed. So we're going to throw that exception. And the only reason we're throwing the exception is so that we can check out that the error is getting displayed. So let me go ahead and run it again. Okay, so let's go ahead and delete the, feed the cat. And there we go. This is the error that is being displayed right now. Now, again, you can customize it. If you don't want the whole screen to be covered, you can use a bottom sheet. You can use your own custom control. But anytime I'm going to try to delete something, you can see that it is not allowing me to delete it. And that's it. We're not going to throw the error on purpose. So obviously, that's not a good idea. But if the error happens, then we can display those things. Okay. And you should do this error wrapper for everything. So over here, you should probably do the error wrapper. So I'm just going to put the error wrapper over here. Okay. And what are we trying to do? Update, fail to update task. I mean, obviously come up with a much better, wording over here, but that's fine for now. For our task, it's fine. And there you have it. Now we have added the errors and displaying of the errors to our application. And that's it. Thank you so much. If you like this video and want to support my channel, then check out my courses on Udemy. I have a lot of different courses on Udemy, including my brand new course on UIKit and Swift, project-based learning. This is a 100% programmatic development, so I haven't used any storyboards in this course, so it's definitely going to be great for people who want to do everything writing code. And I have also courses on ARKit and RealityKit. This is the highest rated course. If you are trying to learn core data, I have a course on core data. and a lot of different courses. I mean, you can see that if you want to learn about server-driven UI, how to control your user interface through the use of the server, then check out my course, Server-Driven UI, and tons and tons of different courses, including my course on MV design pattern. This is how I'm designing and creating my apps these days, like SwiftUI apps. I have moved away from certain patterns, MVVM, and I'm just using this pattern, and it's working out to be great. So definitely check out these courses. All right. And the link for all of these courses will be right there in the YouTube description. Thank you so much, and I hope you enjoy the courses.